this is just a glorious attempt to try and sell everybody on the fact that you weren't responsible for being a degenerate gambler. So Isaiah Rodgers, who is serving a suspension because,
is he with the booty?
Well, he was with he signed with the Eagles. The Eagles picked him up. He was in Indianapolis with the Colts. He had apparently some friends in Florida who like to get after it a little bit. So he's going to explain his reasoning as to why all of this took place. This was courtesy of Outside the Lines, who are doing a deep dive on gambling in sports.
Isaiah, why did you start betting on sports?
I was just trying to help friends and family out, just knowing that it wasn't legal at the time in Florida and it was in Indiana. So I was just really going about it of just trying to help them out and help them do things they couldn't do down here, which was illegal at the time.
It's been reported that you bet upwards of 100 times, betting 25 to 50 bucks, including a bet or bets on your own team, the Colts at the time. Is that true?
The $25 to $50 bets are exactly true, but it was more of crazy leg parlays with just $25 trying to make a crazy amount, like just funny bets, nothing too serious.
It was also reported that you placed a $1,000 prop bet on the over-under rushing yards, by which we presume was Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
That's a bet you won. Is that report true?
That report is true with it being $1,000, but that wasn't made from my device. During that time it was placed, I was actually on the field warming up for a game.
So you're saying somebody else used your account to place that $1,000 bet on Jonathan Taylor's over-under rushing?
That bet wasn't directly Isaiah Rodgers placing that bet.
I mean, I'm convinced.
I mean, who was that?
There's a lot of the reports.
Who was that?
A lot of those reports were accurate, it sounded like, from his own account.
Did you hear the music? So, Brady Quinn, are you saying that you didn't call Fort Lauderdale Fort Lottie Dottie? We like to party? Is that what you're saying?
That report actually is accurate. Although it wasn't me who technically said it. It was someone else that I was sitting next to that heard me say it, that then said it again, saying it as if they were me.
But Brady, so I have to ask, when you say that Fort Lottie is the place where people like to party and don't bother nobody, they're just people that's on the mic, and when they rock up on the mic, they rock the mic right. Who were you speaking of when you said that?
That report also is true. However, the people that I was speaking about in that particular report, it wasn't me. It was other people that I was speaking with through a separate device that wasn't my own. But technically, the device is registered to me. But I was just trying to help people out. Because they were in a different place where they couldn't do what I could do. But that report technically is true.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
The best part is when they're talking about, what about all those these bets? And he's like, oh, well, those are just like some
good.
Those are just like some $25 crazy leg parlays. Like those. He sounds like literally a gambling addict is what he sounds like. He sounds like an addict.
With him. He sounds like a fun time.
Oh, I agree. I hope he's in Vegas.
Oh, man.
I hope he's there next week.
I'm sure he'll be in Vegas.
Oh, God.
I mean, he can gamble all he wants now.
What do you got to lose?
Like that.
Literally.
That sounds like somebody who clearly has not learned his lesson of I definitely made some mistakes. It's like, no. Listen, I mean, yeah, of course I made all those parlays, but those are all crazy, just having fun bets. Yeah, you can't do them, dude.
I was just trying to help some family out. That's all.
That's not the point.
It wasn't legal in Miami or in Florida at the time. I was just trying to help some people out.
Listen, officers. Those are just a few mini bottles that you see lying on and hanging out of the glove box. Don't worry about it. It's not. Listen, it's not like I was out, being super reckless. Just a couple of bottles of Evan Williams and some.
I wasn't even in the car when they were being opened.
Yeah,
and consumed.
come on. It was for some friends. We couldn't get them out of state. So So they, dude, I don't understand. Like, what do you not get about? Yeah, I made a mistake. These guys, the guys who have been caught thus far, most have been like, yeah, made a mistake, shouldn't have done it. It was dumb. Will never happen again. This guy's like, yeah, it's just some crazy parlays. What's the big deal?
I don't know, man. Some people will tell you it's the system that's working against them. Some people will tell you it's bad luck. Like some things, like you have to take self-accountability over. Like there are just some things you just cannot blame. He'll look at his life. He'll look back on this moment in time and be like, what was I thinking? Like, was it worth that? Like, all seriousness, I just think that for one reason or another, the lack of critical thinking and the lack of understanding to what the repercussions and consequences of making these type of errors, what it represents.
Yeah.
It's just sad, man.
I'm 100% with you. I'm glad you brought this up. Like, I think we've completely gotten rid of holding people accountable for the decisions that they make. We always want to blame something else. Like there's this idea of victimhood. I mean, I'll give you an example. All right. Last night, my wife made these Mediterranean bowls. I was stoked for it because I was like, all right, new item. She's being, she's kind of hiding what's in it and how's it, what kind of spice, what are we working with here? Let me tell you something. It was delicious. Okay. And she found this spicy hummus that I love, that Sabra spicy hummus.
Oh yeah.
Hadn't had it in a while. And, I mixed about half that whole little container in there. And I'll tell you this much. When I woke up at 3 a.m., fighting the urge to not crap my pants in bed, I didn't wake up and go, oh, it's the hummus's fault.
Yeah,
right? I didn't wake up my wife and go, hey, it's your fault for making that delicious Mediterranean bowl. All right?
Right.
I took accountability. All right? Mm-hmm. I got up, did my thing, came back and thought to myself, well, maybe we need to temper it down a little bit on the spicy hummus. You know what I'm saying?
Great call.
Did you laugh while it was taking place?
No, not while it was taking place.
Oh.
It was more of a sense of relief.
Okay, because sometimes
not today.
Oh my gosh,
not today, God, not today.
Hey, by the way, how much of that spicy hummus did you load up into that thing? That seems like
I literally. So those little Sabra containers, those little saucers.
Yeah.
I probably ended up doing 3/4 of it. I think it's addicting. It's so good.
Yeah.
And you can't find the spicy anywhere, man. It's impossible to find that. But boy, it'll tear you up.
Yeah.
It's like that the Chipotle hot sauce.
Did you find out what was in the bowl?
Oh yeah, it was chicken. We had a tabbouleh, little cucumber, tomato, all that stuff. A little feta. Everything's better with feta.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. Had a little bit of avocado in there, although I'm not sure that's part of it.
Feta was cool growing up, man. She was fun time.
Damn right.